What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sergio Martinez, 178. Sergio Maravilla Martinez.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of...
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Beautiful counter punch. There's a scoring blow. There's a right hand. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Neither man really defending themselves. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. There's a counter shot. Bombs away. And he misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt. Look.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Left counter scores. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job by him to block that jab. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the right uppercut. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Good counter punching for both these athletes. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. Their arm, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this.
The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Great counter right hand there. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the...
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They missed with that jab. Good left counter that lands. Neither man really defending themselves. He misses with that very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Exchange here from both men. He gets out of the way of that left hand. He just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get...
On to the sixth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That left counter punch will score. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He misses with that jab. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute.
Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here. Good left hand. They score again with the left hand. That punch scores. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Can they figure out the combination to this sink? Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Right punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter punching. He just missed with that big right hand. Nice counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. Catch and shoot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
And he just missed with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
And there's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter right hand again. He threw the hook, didn't land. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? That left counter was perfectly timed. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a counter left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That's it. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Keep behind your jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. No, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him get into it.
There's the bell for round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice counter shot. These two were made for each other. That counter shot lands. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Counter right. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Nice counter. Can't land that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Lands with the right counter. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Perfect counter shot. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons. And that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the
And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. They exchange punches. Good counter left hand there. Swing and a miss. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Jab doesn't score. Nice counter. They missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, you don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.